Do people really care about Black History Month anymore? Because I'm not feeling the Black History buzz like I used to from back in the days. Even the kids, I don't see the kids dressing up in their dashikis, and I don't see them, singing about Martin Luther King and all this type of stuff no more, man. What's going on with that, man? Is it our fault as Black parents? Now, is the new generation fault? Because when we was in school, we felt Black History Month. So is it our fault or what's going on?
It's not really our fault. I don't want to say that it's our fault, because remember, there's a lot of things in school that you can't do no more. They do have celebrations, but small celebrations. Teachers might put stuff on their door, but there's a lot of things in different states that they suppress teachers from doing when it comes to Black History Month. So we always got to remember that. And especially in Florida with the books getting out. And I know for a fact they're not celebrating certain schools in Florida. They're not celebrating.
Teachers might get fired.
Exactly. So we are in a new age that can't do this, can't do that, can't do this, can't do that. It's too much. And maybe some teachers are like, you know what, I don't even want to go through the hassle.
But I will say it's definitely been a drop-off.
It's noticeable. It's big. It's a big drop off.
Yes.
I asked my son if he know who Medgar Evers was today, and he was like, no. So I made him look it up. I had to get him early. He had a doctor's appointment. I had to get him, take him to the doctor's appointment. And when I asked him if he know who, I know Medgar Evers is a civil rights leader that doesn't get talked about as much as the rest, which he should have, and he should be, because of the impact that he had. But I would think by now that, that these kids will be learning about guys like these, but no.
Nope.
So what I started doing
we have to teach them.
So I told him, so all of these ones that we start doing for Black History Month now, I'm going to have him go look all of them up. And it's not a test or nothing, but he needs to know his history. He needs to know the line of where of our predecessors, where he came through. So,
especially the ones that worked in the back, the background, they the ones that pushed a lot of things forward. Not to say that our Malcolm X and
those are the ones in the forefront.
But those are in the forefront. We need to push the ones that are not in the forefront, the one that people don't know.
That people don't know about, the hidden figures.
Yes, because they be like, oh, I didn't know they did that.
To every person that they tell you that a white person did this, white person did that, we have a Black person that is equally as successful and equally as good and equally did the same thing when you read. But we don't get to know these things because they make us believe our history started slavery.
Yeah.
But you know what? And that's why media is an important thing, especially in the Black community, because we don't have a voice. And if you don't have a voice, they control what gets pushed out.
Exactly. So we have to teach them at home.
That's why stuff like this, when we do little podcasts with people like us, the people on bigger level like the Roland Martins who talk about what's going on. But there's other podcasters out there, I can't remember their names now, and I watch that they talk about stuff. But for most of the big podcasts like the Joe Buttons, and no disrespect to them, I mean, this is not something that they even care to talk about, But and I understand that that's not the lane that they're in.
But at least their platforms are big.
Huge
you should
platforms.
At least put a little bit of content reference to Black History Month, and you don't have to do a whole thing, but just something
for our community to feed back into our community, to let people know, to let people know that we here, we see what's going on. We're not just here to collect the views and the money off of these platforms. We're here to try and feed back the community. But
they don't. So unfortunately, I wish they did. I wish people with big platforms, gigantic, at least you don't have to get into debt, because there's a lot of people that don't speak about politics, religion, and things, and they don't know.
They don't understand
but at
it
least
themselves.
Make a little
bring somebody
effort.
on there.
Bring somebody on there.
Bring the Angela Rise, the
exactly.
Killer Mikes, and these guys that understand and know what's going on,
and
so
just
they can
have
talk.
A small conversation.
Yeah, 15
it don't
minutes.
Have to be big.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Just chop
you got chop it 5 minutes a piece, so you have 3 things to put out for our community that people can get some understanding.
Exactly, because not a lot of people know.
Yeah, you know.
And
the more you put out is the more people get educated.
For Black History Month so far, every day we have put out a hidden figure, a black figure in as we'll call them, black figures you should know about.
Yep.
Now, black history figures you should know about. That's what we put out there. And, you know, we read up a little something on them so that you know about them. And if you're interested in them, then you'll go and look more into it. Or if, you know, if you came in and have a conversation in the comment section and it's really riveting to you, then that'll make us want to, you know, go do a little bit more about it.
Be so, like, hey, y'all knew about this one? Be like, no, we didn't.
Yep.
Let's talk, you know.
So we can check into it. We all learning about our history because we haven't been taught. So basically, we got to learn it ourselves. We got to learn ourselves. A lot of stuff that, you know, happens especially with our history, we learn it ourselves by reading about it, finding somebody else that's teaching us about it on the internet itself. So, you know.
Yeah, a lot of our history is hidden.
I mean,
very hidden, and now they're getting suppressed.
They tell us that our history started at slavery when it wasn't. We were kings and queens, and we had, you know, we was running nations, running worlds, and we, you know, so
strong warriors.
Look, we are the biggest inventors in the world. Yeah, we invent most of the stuff that's going on around here. I mean, somebody else took credit for our invention, but we invented a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we sure did.